Hey guys, I'm Jaden Dupree, and today I'm going to help you with your bank shots and show you how you can avoid some double kisses. Let's get right into it. So before I talk about banking, you need to understand how spin and speed affect your bank shots. So there are essentially 9 ways to shoot a bank shot. You can shoot with center ball at a medium hard pace, which is going to give you your normal reflected line. Angle of incidence equals angle of reflection. Center ball, regular, medium hard pace, you get your normal line. Now if we were to slow that exact shot down, we're hitting center ball with a slow pace. You notice that it goes a bit wide. This is called going long. So the ball goes long with center ball and a slow pace. Now with center ball with a really fast pace, same aiming line. We still make it. It jumped, but hopefully it went a little bit on the short side of the pocket because hitting banks hard makes them go shorter. So hitting banks with a high speed makes them come shorter, and hitting banks with a slow speed makes them go longer. Now what about spin? So whatever spin is on the cue ball, the opposite spin is transferred to the object ball. So we're going to talk about right spin right here. So if I put right spin on the cue ball, left spin is transferred to the object ball. So with a medium pace, you should see this ball go long. And it does go long. Now the same shot, but with a slow pace, we should see it go even longer. Now with a fast pace, you should see somewhat of a negation since the high speed makes the ball come short. Even though we're putting English on the ball that makes it go long, we might actually make this ball maybe go a little bit long on it. Just a little bit long, but we got the reverse bank there. So now let's put left spin on our cue ball. We're going to hit this one medium speed. Left spin on the cue ball puts right spin on the object ball. And that is why you see it go to the short side of the pocket. Now if we were to hit it slow, this is another one of those kind of negation shots. We're putting English on the ball that makes it come short. However, we're hitting it slow, which makes the ball go long. So a bunch of left spin on our cue ball. Hitting it slow. We get that spin, but it still lengthens up because of the slowness. Now finally, left spin on our cue ball, hitting the ball hard. This one you should really see it shorten up. We're aiming the same as we aimed on all the other shots, and we miss it by about a ball or so. So 2 very important concepts there. Hitting a bank slow makes it lengthen up. Hitting a bank high speed makes it shorten up. Whatever spin is on the cue ball, the opposite spin is transferred to the object ball. These are 2 very, very important concepts that you use in every game of pool. So now let's run through a few scenarios where you may encounter a double kiss. So first we're going to take a look at avoiding the double kiss when the object ball is frozen to the rail. So I have the 8 ball here frozen at the first diamond. The cue ball is pretty much in a straight line with the 8 ball. If we were to try to just bank this 8 ball to this corner pocket with only center ball, we are not avoiding that double kiss. We're going to double kiss the 8 ball all day long. So we need to find out a way to drag the cue ball out of the way of the 8 ball and also shorten up the path of the 8 ball. So we can actually aim a little bit thinner on the 8 ball than normal. So instead of aiming to bank it straight into the pocket, we aim to bank it on this first diamond around this area. And then we use a bunch of right spin on our cue ball, which transfers left spin to the 8 ball. So we're aiming to overcut the 8 ball, putting a bunch of right spin on our cue ball, which puts left spin on the 8 ball, shortening it up off of that rail. So we're aiming around this area, but that spin is going to allow it to go into the corner pocket. And I'm going to put a little bit of high right on the cue ball so that the cue ball gets out of the way of the 8 ball in time. Speed also helps shorten up banks, so you're going to want to shoot this shot pretty hard to allow it to shorten up enough. To avoid the double kiss on these cross corner banks, you first need to know when you are in danger of a double kiss. So a good rule of thumb, this isn't perfect, but a good rule of thumb is that if your aiming line, let's say we're aiming here on the 8-ball, if your aiming line through the cue ball, through the 8-ball, leads into the corner pocket, you are in danger of a double kiss. Now again, this isn't perfect, this is only sometimes, but if your aiming line is through the 8-ball and going into the pocket, that is typically a double kiss angle. Alright, so to avoid the double kiss, you can either use inside spin or outside spin, and I'm going to tell you what happens with both of them. So first we're going to go over inside spin, which would be left spin in this case. So whatever spins on the cue ball, opposite spin is on the object ball, so that's going to put right spin on our object ball. So if we were to just bank this normally, it would have right spin on it, and we would drive it too far to this short rail. So we need to change our aiming a little bit. We're going to aim a little bit more on the right side of this 8-ball. We're going to apply a bunch of left spin, and that should swing our cue ball around 2 rails behind the back of the 8-ball as it's making its way towards this corner pocket. So inside spin is only helpful whenever the 8-ball can beat the cue ball off of this long rail. So we need our 8-ball to be out of this area by the time the cue ball is making its way from this rail to this rail. Now sometimes you have too thin of a shot. Let's say we're trying to bank this cross corner. It's a really thin bank. If we were to use inside spin on this one, the inside spin just goes right back into the 8-ball. So when we have these thinner angles, we need to use outside spin, which is right spin in this case, which puts a little bit of left spin on this 8-ball, which means we can hit it a little bit thicker because it's going to shorten up just slightly, depending on how hard we hit the ball. If you slow roll this ball, it is not going to shorten up at all. But if you were to hit this ball fast, that left spin takes effect and shortens up that 8-ball. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you made it to the end of the video, thank you for sticking around. Make sure to leave a thumbs up on the video if you enjoyed it. Consider subscribing to the channel. Check out all the links in the description, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.